Hello, I welcome you to our discussion on Indigenous Hands, the Indigenous Voices today, which is brought to you by Save the Deaf and Endangered Languages Initiative. It's my pleasure once again that we are here and we are going to be having a very wonderful discussion today. You know what? I always like to be a teacher, but today I'm gonna be more like your entertainer than a teacher that I've always been. All right. Remember last week I said I was gonna be treating another important topic. I'm going to be starting another important series today, and the topic of my discussion today is language development in deaf children, incorporating the manual articulators. Language development in deaf children, incorporating the manual articulators. Today, my discussion is meant primarily for African linguists. All right, so before we go ahead in today's discussion, I want to remind you to please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button if you have not done that, and like our video. Please go ahead and share this video with people that you know that it will benefit. All right, let's get ready. Today, I am discussing the topic language development in deaf children, incorporating the manual articulators. I have been announcing this topic for the past 2 weeks, and coincidentally, yesterday in the social media platform of Nigerian linguists, a lecture was presented on this topic, the topic of child language development. If you have been following this discussion on Indigenous Hands and Indigenous Voices, you know that we've been dwelling on the issue of child language acquisition, child language development, around deaf children and everything. But I was glad to be in that lecture yesterday, and the lecture was great. Everything that was discussed in the lecture was great, except for one thing, and that is why, although I had prepared this topic, to discuss this topic today, I am discussing this topic as a follow-up to the lecture that was given in Nigerian Linguistics Forum. All right. When we talk about child language development, most of the times, traditional linguistic studies taught us to describe child language development, child language acquisition in relation to the child with speech, in relation to the normal development of languages through the vocal cords. But recent linguistic researches and studies have come to make us to understand that language is beyond what we discuss in relation to speech. Language development is beyond what we discuss in relation to speech development. And so this particularly touches the deaf child. And that is one thing that is different from my discussion and the discussion that was presented in the lecture, because the lecture was focused on the language development vis-a-vis speech development in a child with speech. And so my presentation today is focusing on how language develops in a child that is born without speech. And I cannot forget, nobody forgets, if you ever attended a class and did Linguistics 101 in any classroom soever, you will not forget the articulators. You will not forget all the speech gadgets that are physiologically embedded in the body of human beings and that are involved in speech production. And you will not forget that you were told that speech production is naturally being produced by the expiration of air and inhalation of air too. So some sounds are being produced when we kind of inhale, and many more sounds are being produced by the production or by the release of the air, which is generally regarded as the pulmonic airstream. The pulmonic airstream mechanism. All right. So when we talk about language development in deaf children, we want to relate it to the language development as it happens on a normal circumstances. I said in the beginning that traditional linguistics has taught us to describe language development and speech development in relation to the vocal cords, speech development of a child that has speech. But the recent studies have brought us to the realization, the immense and enormous realization, that same thing that happens in a child with speech happens in a child without speech. So we are going to go ahead and look at some of the similarities of the activities and things that go on in the life of a child that is born with speech, and apply this to a child that is born without speech. The essence of this series is to reiterate and re-emphasize that every deaf child should be exposed to language early, and when that happens, that child is supposed to be able to have access to every other developmental milestone that will prepare the child to face the world squarely and triangularly in any way that cognition and intellect and emotion and everything that goes along with our development. It will enable the child to acquire all these skills. So once again, taking this topic back and forth, today is the introduction, and I don't know how many weeks I'm going to be discussing this, but I know that by the end of this series we are going to learn a lot. Okay, in traditional linguistics we were taught that the airstream mechanism that is used in speech comes up through our lungs and passes through the diaphragm and all the physiological apparatus in the body, and it comes into the mouth where you have the articulators, the lips, the tongue, the teeth, the gum, the pharynx, the larynx, all these parts of the body that get involved in speech production. And whichever way the mouth is shaped, just like I'm talking, and whatever contact either the tongue or the lips and the teeth or the gum make produces a particular speech. And in the linguistic milestone, in child development language milestone, you find out that this happens as early as the first year of a child's birth. Within the first 3 months, the child has begun to make some reasonable sounds that researchers or scholars believe that these sounds are intentional sounds made towards speech. And this happens without any expertise by the child. The child makes the sound any way they like. It could be through crying and whatever cooing method that the child begins to pick up and possibly produce by themselves. So this happens. And when we talk about the lips, the tongue and the teeth, the activities, the roles they play in speech production, when it has to do with the voicing and the vocal cord production of speech, we are talking about speech. But language development in child or child language development is much broader than speech production. The modern day theory of language development incorporates the manual articulators. And that is why I'm discussing this topic today. All right. When we talk about the manual articulators, we mean the hands. Do your hands. It's my hands. I can move it anyhow. My hands. They are the manual articulators. As the vocal articulators are to a child with speech, so are the manual articulators to a child without speech. As important as the manual articulators are to a child that is going to end up speaking through the vocal cords, so are the hands, the fingers, the phalanges, the fingers to a child that is going to grow up speaking through her hands. And that is why the hands are so important to the deaf. These are the natural articulators of quote unquote speech for the deaf people. And if these are not trained to acquire quote unquote speech sign as early as possible, they will not function well. Just like if the vocal articulators, the vocal cords and the articulators are not trained. By training, I do not mean conscious training. I mean unconscious training that goes through intuition and imitation of the child. The child has the capacity of self-training of these articulators or these articulators, but it has to do when the environment, every environment is in place and is enabling too. All right. This is where we're going to stop for today's discussion, and we hope to continue with this discussion in the next week. Is promising, and I bet you are going to learn a lot concerning the child development incorporating the manual articulators. So once again, this is the Indigenous Hands and Indigenous Voices, brought to you by Save the Deaf and Endangered Languages Initiative. Don't go nowhere. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and please spread the word of what we're doing here. Go ahead and support us the way you are doing, and may God bless you. Bye.